Ayyjayy versus Evoh. A very important battle. Evoh on 3-1 at the moment. Looking to try and get one of those upper bracket positions in the playoffs. Looking really good. But Ayyjayy was looking fantastic yesterday. He'd made a comeback. He was certainly getting some crazy good wins. He's currently 2-2. And will need to fight hard. Must win, of course, in the final round to even have a chance at that top 2, but preferably to even make sure that he gets through to the playoffs, because there's 3 people currently tied on 2-2. It's Ayyjayy, Ayyjayy, and I'm going to have to remember the last name. In this Group B, Ayyjayy, Ayyjayy, and Cosmic are all 2-2. So, need a win to make sure you're ahead of those guys. So far, Evoh is going to be the one going ahead. If he wins this, he will be guaranteed top 2. Will be 4-1. Only other person who can go 4 wins is Daniel. A fantastic series. Again, with both players kind of playing a little bit better than their earlier in the year form would indicate. Both obviously put in a lot of effort towards this tournament, put on that grind. Maybe a little bit silly there from Ayyjayy. I think he could have got back because Evoh had missed that first play and it felt like Ayyjayy backed off expecting that first play to be in. Ran off and got boost. Kind of abandoned the play, and then when Evoh did miss, he wasn't in a position to get back, unfortunately. So, a 3-goal lead early on for Evoh, continuing on his form throughout the rest of the competition so far. Ayyjayy, usually very tough to defend in those situations in front of net. Evoh's up to the task, and Evoh a long and low air dribble end to end. Just to put Ayyjayy to the test. Ayyjayy playing potential fake to take that to the corner for boost. Said ran around. Evoh takes the shot. Ayyjayy maybe underestimating Evoh's ability to stay on the ball. Oh, and also probably expected to get that touch. It was a ghost one in the end, even on the replay. Now's Ayyjayy's chance. Long road. Has the flip reset. Uses it for the fake. And Evoh again. Defense has been so strong. So many of these situations where somebody has a flip reset and time with the ball. You just have to make a decision on what they're going to do. What play that person's going to make. Evoh's read Ayyjayy's play every single time so far. Despite being so good on the defense, he's not playing necessarily defensively. He even recovers from this one. Ayyjayy thought he had somewhat of an opening there. Evoh have to use some boost. Gets a huge flick. He's turned that around on a dime, and there's only the demo that saves the day for Ayyjayy, who now has the full run of the green. And yet still can't get past Evoh. Oh my god, how frustrating is this? Evoh feels like he can do no wrong at the moment. Every single challenge, every single defensive play has worked out in his favor. He's read every single one. He's even scored off that last one. Now Ayyjayy flipping past has put him in a tough spot. Sent him too far to be able to come back in for the play, for the challenge, for the 50. Now Evoh going underneath. Should be able to squeeze that. 6-0. I don't think there's been a more dominant game in this competition so far. And you can't say that Ayyjayy's making many mistakes. But Evoh's just gone and ascended to that next level. If this was Season 2, I'd be calling him Devo. But no, Easy Evoh. He's evolved 7-0 against Ayyjayy in the first game. And Ayyjayy looked on fire in his first 2 games of this competition. Took a loss at the end of the day yesterday, a Game 5 loss. Finally gets his first one on the board. It will be a Brazil. The first goal that Evoh has been unable to stop. Maybe make it 7-2 here. Tries to speed up the ball. Does just enough. Evoh had a long path back. Ayyjayy taking the direct route. Or route, if you're American. Not the best touch for Ayyjayy. Puts it too close to the wall. You got to follow up on, and obviously he needs goals. Hasn't given up yet, though. We have seen forfeits come out from players in this competition. Ayyjayy still sticking it out. 6 goals down. Backs himself to be able to do it. The minute 14, and maybe just needs a little bit of time to warm up too. So I do like that decision. Never forfeiting game 1, I'd say. Figured out a couple of solutions. This time, the air dribble bump just forces Evoh to stay on the ground for way too long. By the time that he's able to make a play on it, he's not able to keep that one out. So an 8-3. One minute remaining. What can Ayyjayy do? I think he can score a couple more. He's been on form for the last minute, and he's actually bringing this back. This is actually winnable. Are you guys feeling it? I don't know. I'm still not gonna get my hope up too much here. But he has, most importantly, Ayyjayy figured out how to break the Evoh defense. There we go. There's a go. Oh! Well. I thought Evoh was scoring and sealing the deal. He still does have possession, and every second that ticks down is another death knell for Ayyjayy in game 1. Evoh's done very well just to settle the ship a little bit. It was a little rocky there. He's going back to even keel in the final 30 seconds. At minimum, kept possession of the ball the entire time. This might be one for Ayyjayy. He could have gone direct there, I think, and probably beaten Evoh back, but instead going for the flip resets, going for the big play off the wall, knowing that he's already lost the game. Evoh takes game 1. Young gun looking in fine form, but momentum going Ayyjayy's way for the latter quarter of this game 1. Big kickoff from Evoh there. Bit of delayed from Ayyjayy. And Evoh manages to challenge straight through that ball, so he hits it twice. And when the ball's going over the top of your head, that's one of the worst places to be in any situation in Rocket League, but also very true on the kickoff. Okay, getting his first whiff of this one. Evoh back to his defensive antics, but the bump. Oh no. Well, Ayyjayy had the chance there. Low, very, very low boost. And he ended up just missing his drift around the ball. So we couldn't get a straight shot on. Evoh, his first shot, Ayyjayy back in time. And that's a major difference from game 1 to game 2 here for Ayyjayy. Game 1, it always felt like he was just arriving back to net a little bit too late to be able to save any shot. This time, arrives to net with speed, the exact right time. Left it a 0 all game. Will it be the air dribble bump? No, it's the 50 instead. Oh, just across the line. Evoh gets the first goal change up. Everybody would be expecting the air dribble bump here. Evoh manages to just get one extra touch on his crunch through. Not just been hitting the ones training through this off season, but obviously hitting the gym as well, Evoh. Ayyjayy, he'll go for the air dribble bump, and Evoh jumps over the top of it. So smart from Evoh, because last time Ayyjayy threatened the air dribble bump, Evoh stayed on the ground, and he got caught, stuck underneath him. And this time Evoh sees the change in path, backs himself to read it, and goes over the top. Usually when something works, you stick to that same position. Ayyjayy, oh my goodness. Well, speaking of things that work, Evoh is just trying to 50 everything through. Look at this. Long air dribble, goes into a great position for the dunk. He's not threatening an air dribble. He's not threatening a massive play. He's just being direct. There's something beautiful about a player finding a strategy in ones, scoring goals, and not worrying about whether your opponent will be ready for it the second time. Because usually a goal like that, a crunch through 50-50, is a sort of play that your opponent is going to be ready for after the first one. Well, there we go. No ready for Evoh, as a big, long, booming clear off the wall is enough to beat him out. More direct play from Ayyjayy this time. Direct means speed. Halfway through game number 2. Low scoring so far. Ayyjayy needs to lock in now. It's Evoh's defense. It's been very strong. Every goal that he concedes, I'd say, is going to be very painful for Ayyjayy. He needs to lock in on the defensive end. Know that the opportunities at the other end will come. And there's that first opportunity. Reels Evoh in. Brilliant stuff. Evoh, maybe a calculated risk there to challenge early. Ayyjayy up to the task of racing him to that ball. A tied game. Real mental battle in ones, and for Ayyjayy, disappointing to have lost the last 2 series that he played. Can't let that get to him. It feels like a refreshed Ayyjayy now. I really love, I'm maybe armchair psychologying this a little bit too much, but I love that he stayed in the last game despite being in a basically unwinnable position at the end. Shows some mental fortitude, and now it feels like he's back in it, feeling strong. That flurry of blows coming out from Ayyjayy did at least use all the boost from Evoh, so he couldn't get the counter attack. A fake out attempt from Evoh, threatening the top of the net and then turning his car around to hit it with his butt low. Ayyjayy reacting in time. Gamer reflexes right here. Necessary as Evoh attempted the bump. Ayyjayy avoids it. Wall dashing just to get a little bit of speed without using the boost. But it's an overcommit and a freebie for Evoh to tie it up. First big mistake coming out from anyone. It's really felt like in this series. There's of course been minor mistakes, but that one, a true gift from Ayyjayy. Making a play that close to your opponent's wall is always going to be a very, very big risk. You don't make contact with the ball. Big touch up over by Ayyjayy, maybe hoping that that would be on target and force Evoh to use some of that boost, which is running a little low. Fake underneath. He's done them all sorts. Evoh thought he was going to hit it high, he thought he was going to hit it low, and Ayyjayy just leaves the ball entirely. Allows him to follow up. Beautiful stuff from Ayyjayy, starting to get inside Evoh's head. After struggling to get past the defense, Ayyjayy's gone to a next level. Evoh's defense, still argue very strong. Maybe just reading it is a little bit harder. Ayyjayy gets another one. This time it was Evoh. Just missing his touch. Maybe not the right touch that he wanted. And Ayyjayy, 40 seconds to hold on. Is he going to just play the hold on game? Big boost steal from Evoh. Ayyjayy on 0 completely. Evoh still playing very aggressive, which has given Ayyjayy a 50 chance. Evoh trying to get Ayyjayy to back off with a light touch there. This has got to be the play for Evoh. Oh, and misses the flick. This time a mechanical mistake. That's been, more often just a little mechanical mistake from the players. That'll be a breakout, but Evoh had to push hard to try and score. Ayyjayy, what a turnaround after being dominated early in game 1. He himself has found so many ways to create gaps now for Evoh's defense. And it looks like we have a series on our hands, folks. Ayyjayy tying it up. I see a very back and forth affair between these two. Not a very bump heavy game as a note. Only 15 bumps across this one. Which is probably average, I'd say, is about 20 odd. Low 20s. Kind of see that both of them are very much willing to play the midfield. Not go scrappy. Ayyjayy. Exactly what he wants. Time in the air. Has the flip reset here and uses it well. Love this change up from Ayyjayy. This is what ones is all about. The last play that he had that was successful off this, he got the flip reset, faked out Evoh completely. This time, Evoh stays on the ground a little bit longer. Subconsciously just stays there for an extra 1/10 of a second in order to cover that fake play again. And Ayyjayy changed it up. This time a kickoff goal. 15 seconds for Ayyjayy to score his first 2 goals. A continuation from the last game. I will remind everyone, for Ayyjayy, he must win this to guarantee himself playoffs. To get playoffs is prize pool. If you don't make the playoffs, you do not get any prize money. In what is the biggest prize pool for a 1v1 tournament of all time. Salt Mine 3. $100,000. That is over essentially 3 stages and 2 regions. So prize pools themselves, the amount of money that you win, maybe not as big as if you win the major, but the prize pool distribution is going to go quite wide with players coming and going, promoing and relegating. Saw earlier Raise Bull and Zapatos are both going to be in the promo. Relos need to earn their spot back into the competition. Both will be desperate to get in and get into that prize pool. Everybody else right now fighting for playoffs. Nobody's out. A loss here for Ayyjayy would be devastating. Could send him out of the competition. Evoh fighting for the top 2 seeds to the upper bracket. Nice little flick behind Ayyjayy. It ties it up. Both players backing off, interestingly. After Evoh took the boost off the kickoff. Maybe gifted Ayyjayy a little extra time. He ran all the way back to his own back boost to pick that one up. And then didn't have to worry about the threat from Evoh from quite some time. Ayyjayy last game got an early lead. Felt very controlling after that one. This is much more of a midfield battle. No one wanting to take the risk and go down. Much much more of a defensive affair from both of these players now that it is 2-2. Oh, great touch. Finesse out from Evoh. He's done this twice in a row now. Little air dribble, little pop up behind the player. Difficult situation for Ayyjayy. He definitely wanted to go up around that ball, make an aerial play. It's been very successful for him so far. Evoh will get that boost. And that was enough. If Evoh didn't get that boost, Ayyjayy can soar ahead of him. So for Evoh to steal that boost, that's going to be all the advantage needed. Air dribble bump. Ayyjayy gets up just enough to it and gets the counter attack. Impressive stuff from Ayyjayy. Very difficult air dribble bump to stop. And what a battle. First two games going either way. This one, though, down to the wire. In terms of a 3-3. Back and forth scoring throughout. And 2 minutes left on the clock. Evoh. Good position with Ayyjayy. Stuck behind. Can he get the angle? Yes. Well done, Evoh. Again, his ground game so far in game 3 has been that next level. Ayyjayy always expecting him to take that line straight towards the net, and Evoh has been ducking and weaving him every single time. That's 3 goals now off those low ground plays, little cuts around. Finding unexpected positions. Once again, Evoh finding an unexpected position behind Ayyjayy, who has to half flip, can't get back into position. Evoh's got him running back and forth. A full marathon from Ayyjayy. Desperation dive in the end. You see him jumping off the net. Trying to close off the angle as much as he can because he knows he can't cover the full length. Evoh's got to find one more. 6-3 now for Evoh. He was 2-0 down. He's scored 6 and 1 for the rest of the game. Quick reset. Uses it to fake. Gets the demo. Ayyjayy. Been very creative so far with his plays off the wall. That's when he's been deadly. Huge conversion rate. Nice shot comes out from Evoh. Respect well earned. How do you read Ayyjayy when he's got that flip reset? Because he's made 3-4 different types of plays that have all been so separated from each other that if you play for one, you might get beaten by the other 3. That's why his conversion rate's so high. Usually you can cover a couple of different options in those defensive positions. Not against Ayyjayy in this series. Evoh, more direct. Gambit gets a demo to open up the net. Mistake coming out from Evoh. Took it to the corner, bounced too far from himself as he wanted to get both the boost and touch on the ball. Ayyjayy now within striking distance goes to the delayed kickoff. The ball goes very high. If it had gone lower or hit the roof harder, Ayyjayy gets to the ball first with an early strike, but the delay allowed Evoh to get back, make contact. Fake challenges from Evoh. Ayyjayy takes it aerial. One more. Oh my god, a lot of touches. Evoh never sure when to challenge here. Ayyjayy's always got the ball on his hood. Little extra speed up, stays behind it. Brings it back to a 1-goal game. Ayyjayy's always backing himself to make the comeback. And he does it on the kickoff. The 6-3 down. Now it's a tied 7-all game. It'll all come down to the last 40 seconds. shot on. Evoh gets the lead. After a demo, the demo play has been very good. Reads Ayyjay's aerial path towards that ball. Oh! It looked like a regulation play from Ayyjayy. I think he expected it off the backboard. It definitely looks like a powerful shot. It's just that little lob that floats down, drifts down. Crossbar and in. Ayyjayy kicking himself a little bit. Hard to blame though. Evoh run away with this one. He's going to be game lead. And we will run down the clock. Evoh takes this game 10-7. Do like the change. Ayyjayy, despite being down in the same situation in game 1, spent that extra time just to get his mechanics warmed up. This time, calls the forfeit on the game. Now that he feels adequately warmed up, doesn't want to get himself tilted or anything at the very end. So, a 2-1 lead for Evoh. Ayyjayy must win. Evoh will guarantee himself an extra life in the playoffs and extra prize pool minimum. If he can just win this series, he is guaranteed top 2. I have liked that Evoh's gone for more of a physical game after low amounts of bumps and demos early on in this series. Very controlled performance so far from Evoh. Not trying to be too fancy, trying to hold possession. Go for the defensive efforts, and how good is Ayyjayy off this wall? His conversion rate for these plays has to be close to 80%, which is a ridiculous level of conversion. I might be inflating the numbers, but a 50% would be ridiculous. A 30% is crazy. Normally you'd expect a play conversion rate to be closer to that 25% mark. Ayyjayy's been successful off the wall time and time again. Time just stays close to the ball, sees that Evoh is going to get a soft clear from him. Saw this in the last game though. The first 2 goals go the way of Ayyjayy. He's got to stay focused. Can't let Evoh back into it. Saw maybe a temptation there from Evoh to get the bump play on the way out. Ayyjayy looked for the bump himself and will get punished when he misses it. Ayyjayy giving him a nice one. We'll have a quick look from his perspective. Yeah, stays above. And Evoh, he's been having to fight against multiple air dribble bumps plays so far. Say that was his 3rd one and has had success on at least 2 out of the 3. With changing it up, being patient on the ground, changing it up to go high, does it again, but doesn't get the power this time. Ayyjayy starting to bring out a very dangerous air dribble bump play. It doesn't even have to be truly successful, it just has to send your opponent reeling. Will Evoh be able to hold up to it? It's now about 50-50. In terms of countering the air dribble bump play, but I think when he's succeeding on it, he has been scoring goals. So it's a big risk, big reward for Ayyjayy. This time it's purely reward, no risk required. Just a strong challenge. Chat, you're right. The salt is in the chat. I've had multiple arguments just because people are cheering for different players. And apparently that's argument worthy. And every single player in this competition so far has been incredibly friendly with each other, has been nice shotting, saying thanks for, had some thanks for casting, that sort of stuff throughout the time. No salt whatsoever from the players. Someday, everybody in chat will follow their example. The real goal here is cheer for your own player. If somebody else is cheering for the player that they like, that's totally fine. There's no need to get into an argument about it. Still plenty of time here for Evoh. Not even halfway through the game just yet. We've seen him be able to string a lot of goals together. That last game in particular strung almost 5 goals in a row. The first half, and then when things were tied up, broke away with another 3. And that's a massive mistake from Ayyjayy. Misses his dash. Allows Evoh back in. We'll quickly watch it. Oh, that's a painful one. Everybody's experienced that. Doesn't get grip on the ground. Ooh, cheeky. Ayyjayy likes it as well. So many times people in this situation would go to that side boost. Evoh threatens it and then quickly turns around. With Ayyjayy not having the boost as well, he can't get back in time. Evoh will get that side boost. Ayyjayy with 0, not able to find the power, but a mistake. Oh, it's a massive save. He'll get the follow-up as well. Had to use all of his boost, so it won't be the counter-attack, but that was an incredible defensive effort from Evoh. Put himself in a tough position. Made good of it, though. Ayyjayy in that back corner. Ayyjayy soaring past that ball. Evoh looks to put the strong shot on, but it's not powerful enough as Ayyjayy catches the ball. We'll have a full court dribble. Gets the flick. Evoh up early, reads the flick, but yet Ayyjayy still gets to keep possession of the ball for now. Evoh collects as Ayyjayy has to back off for boost. He's got to contend right now with the air dribble bump. Evoh instead goes to the touch over the top just to stay quite unpredictable with that player. Evoh again, jumping early. Ayyjayy reads him like a book. Gets the 3-goal lead. What a passage of play from those two, though. A real seesaw affair. Nobody getting the upper hand until Ayyjayy finally gets the outplay. And look at this. I'm just expecting Ayyjayy to score off that one, but Evoh holds him off this time. Keeps himself within the game. I think the 4-goal lead would have been too much to come back from. And I spoke too soon. Ayyjayy manages to convert from underneath the ball. Ball cam off, hits top left corner. So impressive from Ayyjayy. Looks like we're heading towards a game 5, folks. Trading back and forth in wins, these two. Nobody truly able to get the domination over the other one. Every single game has been dominant so far. Evoh's called go next. Doesn't want to make the 5-goal comeback. Ayyjayy manages to take us to a game 5. And I do like the early calls. If it very much feels like you're only going to hit your head against a brick wall and get tilted for the rest of the game. We head to the final game of the series. Ayyjayy must win. Evoh must win. Both of them. An important series. The final one of the group stage. Ayyjayy making sure he gets through playoffs. Evoh looking for the top spot. Already guaranteed into the playoffs, but wants to be in the upper bracket. If he wins here, it'll be huge. Evoh, big long drive. Ayyjayy up to it. And a massive demo from Evoh will be goal number 1. Evoh on the board. Very happy with that early midfield play, and the demolition game has been Evoh's so far. Ayyjayy maybe more dominant in the air. And so it's a ground game from Evoh, a physical game versus Evoh, compared to Ayyjayy having that advantage in the solo plays coming through. Evoh slows it down. Looking for the bounce, looking for that crunch through again like game 1. And he's read Ayyjayy's touch to stay behind it. He doesn't go straight through the ball. You can see he goes slightly to the right-hand side, knowing Ayyjayy has to touch it that way. Pulls his car back to give not just as much area of his car on that ball, but also to slow down what could have been an expected touch for Ayyjayy. Interesting touch from Evoh there. An unpredictable one. Faking underneath. He didn't have much boost. Now he does, and Ayyjayy has 0. But Ayyjayy's done incredible. Kept his momentum up. You don't need boost if you've got speed. Ayyjayy stayed on the ball. Playing a little bit more aggressive so far, but he's made a misread on Evoh's play. Massive, massive strike. In the back corner as Ayyjayy turned forwards. Ayyjayy's got to fight hard now. What a series this has been, and what a kickoff from Ayyjayy. In other series, you might have been worried about a 3-goal lead, but both these players so far have been excellent at making the comeback. Stringing goals together. Very confidence-based, it seems. Very flow-based. Once one player's in that flow state, they just keep scoring and scoring and scoring. And I can't say this enough. How good is Ayyjayy off that wall? It's like he's playing free play. He's scored so many times. Evoh's got to find ways to stop Ayyjayy having space on that wall. Boost steals, possession, even just an early challenge might be, even though risky enough, less risky than letting him have control of that play over the wall. Oh no! Ayyjayy, pull shot into his own net. Evoh credit this one, we'll watch it from his POV as Ayyjayy turns around, backflips, just to try and get a touch across, and ends up being slightly in front of that ball to give the angle over to Evoh, who would have scored anyway if Ayyjayy didn't get any contact whatsoever. A little unfortunate because Ayyjayy could have also potentially got in the way, got a bump there. Evoh will be happy that the fortune's gone in his favor as we cross the halfway mark. A boost steal from Ayyjayy, but Evoh kept plenty, got a high flick, and now this is the danger zone. Not quite at that halfway mark that Ayyjayy likes to make that play from, and Evoh staying close to the ball. Will not get him the opportunity to go high off the wall. Ayyjayy once again avoids taking that opportunity. Will get a shot here. No, slows it down. Evoh up to the top corner save. Still advantage Ayyjayy right now, but a massive challenge with 10 boost. Evoh takes a risk. If he misses there, it's goal against him. If he gets it, it's a goal for him. What could have been 3-4 has turned to a 2-5. Evoh, 3 goals ahead. Sniffing, searching for that top position. I think a lot of people coming into this competition wouldn't expect that Evoh could be top of the table. But he's clearly put in the work. And he's put himself in a fantastic position here to go 4-1 throughout the group stage. And he's one step closer with that goal. Ayyjayy now needs to dig deep. What can he do to bring this one back? The grind has been real because it's also felt like Ayyjayy has been on that grind. He's had some unfortunate results, some Game 5 losses already in this series, in this group. Will it be another Game 5 loss for Ayyjayy? I'll tell you what, even if he does lose this game, I think he'll come back with a vengeance in the next stage of the Salt Mine 3. Even if he misses the playoffs, I think he'll be a threat throughout this competition. This 3 months of 1v1 competition. That's right, folks. 3 months of 1v1s. Top level 1v1s in Europe, South America, North America, and MENA. Look at that, Ayyjayy. He said he needs to dig deep. He's got his claws in. Second goal now on the comeback. A minute remaining. Keeping his fingers warm and ready. Evoh in a difficult position off the kickoff. Ayyjayy has boost, has the flick, has the crossbar. So close for Ayyjayy. Will it be round 2? Yes. He follows it up. It's a Game 5, folks. Is it going to be a nail biter? Evoh was so far ahead and Ayyjayy has fought his way back in through the trenches. Good first touch. Ayyjayy has the flip reset. Evoh in a bad position and Ayyjayy has done it. He's tied it up. Brilliant. All the way from the back corner. Converts with the flip reset. Evoh really wanted that boost. And that's left him a little bit late. An incredible series so far. And you got to think, with all the nerves of a must-win series, that Ayyjayy has been the one to hold his nerve in this final game. Maybe Evoh doing too much to try and just hold on to what a win he'd already earned in the first half. Given away too many opportunities without creating any of his own. Now that it's back at a tied piece, we'll have to look to get on the aggressive again. Get on the attack. This time plays it very risk-free. Takes it to the roof. Ayyjayy on 0 seconds. Evoh with a good challenge. Takes the boost as well. Will it be Evoh? Last hurrah. 0 seconds. Gets the flick. Ayyjayy gets contact with the ball. We head to overtime in Game 5. Next goal wins. It's a kickoff. It's a crossbar. Will Evoh get back? He gets the demo. Saves the day. A long drive the other way. Ayyjayy with the quick challenge after just respawning. Will Evoh find the net? Ayyjayy gets back. A boost steal play from Evoh. Again, he's playing so risk off so far. Doesn't want to give a free goal over to Ayyjayy by committing too hard to an attack. That's also making it less likely for Evoh to score. Once again, the boost steal. Ayyjayy's done well to keep pads. Another boost steal on the wall. Ayyjayy's hit the post. Is that going to be followed up? Evoh gets back. A massive defensive effort as Evoh drives a full length. Big flick. Ayyjayy has the boost. Has to use quite a lot of it to get up to that defense. Another flick from Ayyjayy. Evoh in awkward position. Beautiful touch to the corner. There was an opening. Ayyjayy saw a gap in the defense, but he was off target. A minute into overtime now. The long drive down from Evoh again, but Ayyjayy, good spacing. Doesn't get caught out. Will the musty be powerful enough? Evoh backs off, and Ayyjayy, maybe in the past, would have gone for the air dribble bump there, but doesn't want to risk it. Both these players, you can feel the nerves. Neither one of them pushing too far. At some point, somebody's got to push forward, take a risk, to make it a cider because the defense has been too good from these players. We head towards the 2-minute mark. Ayyjayy now, a long play. The aerial plays that have been so successful. Evoh's got to get back. What a save! The miracle on the line. Air dribble bump, so difficult to defend. No boost here for Ayyjayy to follow up, and Evoh faking around. He's got it. He's reeled Ayyjayy in. He's taken it to the other end. Evoh in 2 minutes of Game 5 overtime. Something had to give. Somebody had to take a risk. It was Ayyjayy, and the risk didn't pay off. Evoh expected him. And he manages to go through. Top 2 seed of the group. He's going through to the playoffs in the upper bracket. A massive, massive performance. A great series. A well-earned Game 5 overtime between these two, after trading wins back and forth. Here is the post-series stats as well. Look at that. 8-4, 6-3, 10-7, 9-4, one-sided score lines. A lot of these ending in forfeits at the end. But you saw when the nerves were truly there, when Evoh was ahead and trying to hold on, he struggled. When it goes to overtime, the gameplay changed completely.